Teas with Teas Fish Tanks, bringing it to you. Today we're going to be doing a species care thing, and it's going to be on the Corydoras Pymaeus. The Corydoras Pymaeus comes from the Amazon, I think. Easy fish to keep, relatively easy to breed as well. You can keep them in a pH of 6 to like 7.8. They're like, there's a big gap. This is at like a 6 to like a 6.5, 6.8, because of the dirt I have in it. They prefer the temperature, it can go down to, let's see, like 18 degrees, they can do alright in that. I've realized they can, people might say, don't do that, but, they're pretty good. You don't want to get them too warm. That's the biggest thing in, summer for me, because we're in Australia. But, just keep them at a reasonable temperature. Max, I would say, would be 32 to 34, like max. But they won't stay like that for too long, hopefully. What they eat, they're omnivores. They'll eat plant matter, dead fish, meaty substances. They'll eat shrimp food, sinking wafers, bloodworms, brine shrimp, all that. They like a planted tank. They really like a planted tank. You can do good with a nice big school of them in a just tank with like wood and some rock and caves and all that. It'll be better doing a tank like that with a big school of them, because they'll feel more secure. They prefer to be in schools of 5 all the way up to like 20, hundreds, minimum though is 5, but you gotta look at the size of the tank. So if the tank is pretty big, like this is a 6 gallon, and I have 5 in here, and they're really happy. They feed on the dead shrimp, if there are any dead cherries, because they've got a lot of babies in here. But they really they like their big schools, and it's really cool because they're not so much bottom dwellers as they dwell all the way up to here, all the way up to the top. They just go up and down the glass, and they're like normal cories, but they like to move around a lot, and they stay usually up here. I got one on the leaf there. You can see that down Java fern. They like planted, don't need it. Big schools are recommended. Tanks like this, you can have 5 to 6 at up to like a 10 gallon, 15 maybe. With those sort of tanks, because of the tank size and the number, you want a lot of cover, a lot of cover. So yeah, breeding. I don't believe they eat the eggs. I never bred them. They don't eat the eggs. They don't really eat cherry shrimp babies. They might, if they're really hungry and you haven't fed them. They might, but I doubt they will. They don't eat their eggs. Don't eat the fry. They just lay them, Unless they're really hungry, they might, just have a go at them, but it's not always the case. Decent filtration, you gotta keep some crystal clear water, like this water. You probably can't see it as well, but it's clear as, it's nice. They're small, that's the size they get. So if I was saying, maybe something like just under an inch, maybe an inch max, don't think they get much bigger. Calm fish do good with shrimp, neon tetras. You don't want them with aggressive, fast-swimming fish because it just throws them out of whack. And same thing with normal Corydoras and clown loaches. They say clown loaches are so fast it ruins their mojo, if you were to say. And it's just not good for them. Yeah, so they got a nice they're very cute. They have that black line on them, black eyes and all that. They're really interactive. Even when you first get them in the tank, you'll find that they're pretty interactive still. They don't just hide all the time, they come out a lot. So yeah, what did we cover? We covered breeding, how to breed them. I'd say you can water change like normal Corys. I've done it with my mate. Normal water change, like normal Corys, bit cooler water, maybe lower pH, doesn't always have to be. Nutritious food, don't have to feed them every day, like every fish, you don't have to. People say you do, but honestly, most of the fish I'm going to be going on about, you don't have to feed them every day. So yeah, great quiet fish to have, easy to breed. Fry can be hard to care after, mainly because they're so small. Because of their size now, they're pretty small, and then imagine one of their babies. You don't have to separate the eggs all the time. You don't. But yeah, they're great. They're easy to care for. Eat anything that's in there. A dead fish they'll eat. They help clean up with the shrimp. That's why this tank's so clean, because I just got bottom feeders, snails, and all that in it. But yeah, great fish. Make it an awesome one. Bringing you another care day soon. Most likely plant. Have fun with your tanks. Laters.